Race 6 on the card, Doomben Saturday in Brisbane is the JRA Chairman's Handicap. It's a Group 3 over 2,000 metres, and I've got it down principally to numbers 1 and 3. Sedelius, a French import, now here with Waterhouse Spot, and the other one is Immediacy, who's won his last two over this distance, 2,000 metres, and the map looks good. He should get a lovely run in transit. But for me, it's all about Sedelius. His French form is exemplary. He's an entire by Frankel, and he's got some outstanding credentials for this, and he will handle a very wet track should we be on a heavy surface on Saturday. Sedelius, he arrives here with a rating of 104 points, so this is a perfect race for Waterhouse Spot to kick off his Australian career in a Group 3 over 2,000 metres. As I said, the track condition won't bother him. So we're going 1 Sedelius, definitely 3 Immediacy. Others to throw in, number 5 Floating, and also number 11 Man Zeus, who hasn't won for a few years, but it was the VRC Derby in Melbourne. And I thought his last start performance when running a place here in Brisbane indicates that he's getting back to some better form. So 1, 3, 5 and 11 in race 6 at Doomben on Saturday. Race 7 is the Bright Shadow at Doomben on Saturday. It's a listed event set aside for fillies and mares over the 1,110 metres. I find it hard to go past number 2 In Flight, trained in Sydney by Joe Pride, to be ridden by Jason Collett. The tip is that it's going to be quite wet at Doomben on Saturday, and her wet form is exemplary. She's had 10 goes on either a soft or heavy surface. She's had 5 wins and a placing. She's drawn nicely, and she's set to peak on Saturday, being third up from a spell. So I've got her on top In Flight. Other chances, number 7 Navy on the Highway, trained locally here in Brisbane at Eagle Farm by Team Muntz. Now, she was only average first up, but she got involved in a speed battle and weak and late. I think a more patient ride will see a better result from her. She's going to be ridden by Tommy Berry. Then Kin for the boys in blue, Godolphin. James McDonald takes them out on this girl, and she was terrific first up. Putting in number 5, Midnight in Tokyo. She's a back marker. She likes fresh, and she likes rain affected. She could lob into a place at a big price. But race number 7 at Doomben, I'm looking at number 2 In Flight to beat 7, 3 and 5. Race 8 at Doomben in Brisbane on Saturday. It's the big one. It's the Group 1 Sprint, the Doomben 10,000, over 1,200 metres at standard weight for age. It's a very open race. A lot of pressure, a lot of speed. Horses drawn out wide are going to be thundering forward. And I'm looking at a back marker here. And that's number 12, Sunshine in Paris, to be ridden by James McDonald. She's got to be able to handle the prevailing track conditions. If it does get quite wet, I will have some reservations. Although she's performed quite well in Group 1s on rain affected in the past. She's finished a 4th close up and also a 5th in 2 Group 1s. So I'm just banking on her being able to get through the ground. But she's been terrific throughout her whole career. She's a proper Group 1 performer, and she gets the top jockey, McDonald. Other chances, Benedetta's a good quality mare too. She should be able to get through the ground okay. She's great on sop, and she's getting blinkers back on. And her recent form is certainly up to running a top race here. Other hopes, Jeddah. Can't believe that he was beaten last start. It was only a whisker. He was in front in the Victory Stakes at Eagle Farm, a stride before and a stride after. He was just so unlucky. He'll love the wet track conditions, and he's drawn beautifully, so he must go in. And Marzu, this is his 4th go at a Doomben 10,000. He won his first go at it. That was some 3 years ago when the race was hosted at Eagle Farm. And he's been okay subsequently, but it's all about the wet track with him. He is an exemplary wet tracker, Marzu. There are clearly other hopes as well. But I'm looking at the mare, Sunshine in Paris, number 12, to beat 14, 10 and 3 in the Doomben 10,000. The last race at Doomben on Saturday in Brisbane is race 9 on the card. And it's the Rough Habit Plate, a Group 3 over 2,000 metres set aside for 3-year-olds. It's an excellent field. We're probably going to be on a wet track, so who's going to handle it best? We're looking at Firm Agreement, number 1. Now, this fella, without winning this time, it has gone around in some of the best races during the Sydney Autumn Carnival. A couple of starts ago, he was unlucky at Rose Hill not to win on a heavy 8. So he'll get through the ground okay. So I'm going to side with him. He went around in the ATC Derby. He ran second to the Super Filly in Aliana, and last start was second in the Packer Plate on a soft 6 behind Shangri-La Express. So hopefully there's another good run in him. So I'll side with him, firm agreement. The 3-year-old filly down the bottom, number 14, Belle de Tel, trained by Chris Waller, to be ridden by James McDonald. She's very, very good. She's been up a while. This is all her first preparation, but I can't fault her in any way, shape or form. She was great in the Adrian Knox winning. She was gutsy, and she was terrific last start in the ATC Oaks, not beaten far. So I think these might be the two. The 1 and the 14, Shangri-La Spring might roll along and get it cruisy. He could hold on and run a place. And then number 4, Beau Dazzler. I think he's clearly best of the Brisbane gallopers lining up here. And I think the wetter the better for him. But 1, 14, 2 and 4 to take out the last at Doomben.